Question 2 here says, compose a 2-bar rhythm to continue the given rhythm below. The complete rhythm should be 4 bars long. Okay, so there's a couple of things to think about here. It's not just a case of writing some stuff in to fill in the remaining 2 bars, because I think we've got to take this idea on board that we're going to continue the given rhythm. So it's not just write in something after the given rhythm, it's very much continue it. So we want to kind of take some of the features of that rhythm and put that into what we're going to write. So we should probably think about what this rhythm sounds like to start with. Now, of course, you can't start singing or clapping in the middle of a music exam, but I'm going to do it here just so we can get an idea of what this rhythm sounds like and how we might want to continue it. So the rhythm sounds a bit like this. We're in 2/4, which means we've got 2 beats in a bar, and so it sounds a bit like this. Ba, 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 ba. Quite simple rhythm, bit groovy, you know, quite like that, and should be relatively straightforward to continue that off. So let's pick an element. We're going to pick an element that we're going to continue on. So what's interesting is we've got this dotted rhythm thing, this dotted quaver tied to a semiquaver at the beginning of each of these bars. So I think it might be quite cool to continue that. We've had that at the beginning of the first 2 bars, so let's have it at the beginning of the 3rd bar. So that'll be a dotted quaver or 8th note, excuse my messy writing, tied to a semiquaver or 16th note. And now we might want to write something different. Let's change things up a little bit. Let's add in some 8th notes. Now, obviously, you're being creative here when you do this question. You know, there's not a right answer. There are lots of wrong answers, so if you write too many notes in, or you write a rhythm that doesn't fit the time signature, or you write something that's just completely different and weird, that's probably less good of an answer than if you write something that continues the rhythm in an appropriate way and fills the rest of the space that they've asked for in a good way. So the next bar, I'm going to take this figure, this sort of 4 semiquavers figure, and I'm going to add that in for my first beat. And then to complete the thing, I mean, it does say continue it, but it does say the complete rhythm, so it's sort of suggesting this thing is going to be finished and sound complete. So if we finish on a really short note, it might not be as good as if we finish it on something that sounds a bit more finished. And to make something sound finished, we normally end on a slightly longer note. So we have 1 beat left, because I've used 1 beat to play these 4 notes. So I'm going to put in a quarter note or a crotchet to finish the thing off, and altogether it should sound something like this. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. It's a work of genius. It's a masterpiece. Not really, but you know, that does what it says. It completed the rhythm and it made it 4 bars long. So cool stuff. I'll see you in the next question.